San Francisco 49ers. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
First carry for Carlos Hyde. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Carlos Hyde, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be. Aggressive on their first series.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go! Ohio!
Back to throw Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. Bryant with a catch right side. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Here we go!
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
In the red zone this time. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll go again with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. DeForest Buckner continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. On 2nd down, Dobbs. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
Detroit! Over! All right, here we go. Blue landing!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here we go now. Blue landing! All right, now, look at 56.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. They'll set up to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. There he goes left side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Let's go.
Dobbs. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Throwing here, Dobbs. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And tough starting field position here.
Let's go. Here we go.
A beautiful fake. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and
he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Navarro Bowman able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
Dobbs now on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. 1:57 to go in this first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw is Dobbs. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Let's go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio!
Here's Dobbs to throw. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's got Floyd on left. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Let's go.
Dobbs is throwing. Flushed out right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now Dobbs goes underneath for Bell. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Forbath will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Dobbs. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. 3rd down here. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a loose football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll try again with Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Let's go! Here we go!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession, and so far they've done a nice job of that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. And the lead is down to 2. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball. That's
what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This one away by the punter, Dar. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Here we go.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. The swing pass caught. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And here we go on 1st and goal. They come out here in the I.
Now, look at 56.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They'll sneak it with Taylor, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to sneak with Taylor, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Easy.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2, try to make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Bell sheds him off. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down, it's Bell, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
All right, here we go.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run it in with Hyde. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 8 on the play. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Again, it's Bell. Still going. That good for 19 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Now Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. A give to Bell. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Play here, 3rd down and goal, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Throw here, and that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 2nd and 10 here, and they're going to go soft on the corners. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. One final shot. They'll look to throw. So tough to stop Gronk. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.